What is up, Survivor Thrivers? Authentically me, Regina B, is back with another video. I hope you all have been well, and I hope you are in good health, especially with it being allergy season. Like, I hope you're doing so well. Welcome back to the channel. So as you can see, I'm in the car. I am currently headed to the park to run on the trail. Just dropped off my youngest, so now it's me time. I'm about to have a me moment, and I hope it's a great one. But so today is Tuesday, August 30th, and it is run day 3, and today's run is a recovery run. It's going to be a 40-minute run. Like I said, it's going to be at the park, at my favorite park. If you ever, come to the Kansas City area or are in the Kansas City area, it's called Jacob Loose Park. Put these windows up. It's called Jacob Loose Park, and it is in the Plaza area, and it is just a beautiful park. So that is where we're headed. And again, my intention is to do a 40-minute recovery run. I still have my yoga mat in the back seat, so may get some yoga in. And yeah, just have a me moment. Let me turn this down as well. Just have a me moment. Like, before I was leaving, I made sure to just pray, to just ask God to bless my run, to be with me, to bless my mind with, helpful things to think about. I think I told you guys, I've been listening to an Audible book that's about meditation and running. And I'll share this with you. I love what he said. So he said, our thoughts are like a horse, and our breath is like the rider. And the rider is the one that controls the horse, like how fast it goes, where it's going. And so if you can control the rider, which is the breath, you can control the horse, which is the thoughts. And I just love that so much. Like, even since learning that yesterday, it blessed me, because when I first woke up this morning, I was thinking about a horse. And I was thinking about, like, my thoughts as the horse and my breath as the rider, and just like, okay, your thoughts are trying to go this way, come back this way. And just that little bit of information blessed me so much. And so today I was listening to chapters 6 and 7, and he was saying, he was really saying that in order to know how to really meditate and run, you have to first know how to meditate in stillness. And so I thought that was very interesting. And I'm okay at meditating in stillness, like being still. I meditate and I think about the breath, but my form of meditation is prayer, is thinking about scripture, is just thinking about God, not necessarily sitting still to not think about anything. If that is possible and somebody's able to do that, kudos to them. But then he went into saying, like, when he runs and what he tries to do on his run is he tries to think of a theme. So he said you can think about love, you can think about benefiting others. And he said, obviously, my run right now isn't benefiting anyone other than myself. But he said that when he consciously thinks about benefiting others, when he's done with his run, he's able to better benefit the people around him. Like, it's just something that he's better equipped to do. So I'm looking forward to putting some of that into practice, and thinking, just allowing myself to be open to receive thoughts and acknowledge them and let them go. And I like what else he said about meditation. He said you're going to think. Like, that is a part of being a human, is thinking and having thoughts. And it's okay if a thought comes into your mind, acknowledge it. He said be kind to yourself. Don't let that whatever thought came into your mind upset you or deter you from what you're doing. Just acknowledge that, hey, that was a thought, and then move on from it, which goes right along with the Bible, goes right along with cognitive behavioral therapy. So that's what I'm going to do on this run. Now, the last time, if you guys checked out the other video I did at the park, it was supposed to be a recovery run, but it ended up being a fartlek run because I had so many different, you know, thoughts and experiences that came through my mind while I was running, which just, you know, propelled me forward. But today, I'm going to mindfully make sure that I am recovering. It's a recovery run. I don't need to prove anything to anyone. I don't even need to prove anything to myself. This is just something that is going to benefit me, that will hopefully help me benefit others. So, you know, that's my intention for this run. I may walk up the hills, or I may just practice doing a light jog up the one hill, and then the long incline. There's this really long portion of the trail that is like maybe a block or two, a block and a half long incline push. And so I'm really gonna just take it easy on myself, allow my body to move in a way that it's used to moving, but also allow my body to just shake out yesterday's run. The last two runs that I've done, run day 1 and run day 2, were indoors on the treadmill. So I'm going to, you know, let my body feel the feeling of running outdoors and running against the ground, against the road, against the earth. And yeah, I'm just gonna see how it goes. You know, it's not as hot as it was the last time we did this, but it may end up being that hot because it's 88 degrees right now. And I'm just gonna try to get after it and just enjoy this me moment. Again, it's Tuesday, so we have soccer after school. I'm going to be having to pick my husband up from work. So I'm really gonna use this time to just, it's gonna just be my me moment. It's gonna be my me moment, my time to align, my time of prayer, of meditative movement, and just hope that it gives me the energy that I need to finish out the day the best way that I can. Because like I said, it's gonna be kind of busy. We're gonna, after I pick my daughter up from school, then I get the girls from the bus stop, then I have to go and pick up my husband. Then we have soccer at 6, but at some point in between there, I'm gonna need to cook. Well, I'm not gonna put that pressure on myself, but what I have done, and I keep hearing this, I don't know the guy's name right now, it escapes me. Dennis, his name is Dennis, yeah. He's on YouTube, but Dennis and Jackie, yeah. It always comes up into my mind, his British accent, when he says the goal is to work smarter, not harder. And I keep thinking that. So when I was prepping at home, I'm going to make chicken fried rice for dinner. So I have the chicken breast out thawing, and I went ahead and prepared my rice and put it in the refrigerator so that it's ready. Some people like for it to, you know, sit overnight. But if you cannot and did not make rice the night before and allow it to cool in the refrigerator overnight, it's still good to cook it and let it, you know, chill in the oven a little bit before you know, cook it, fry it up. So I've already had that made. I have that in the refrigerator right now. I have all the ingredients that I need. And then once, I mean, it's such a simple meal. I could probably get it cooked in about 30 minutes because it's so easy to make homemade fried rice. So that's already done. So when I think about working smarter, not harder, that means that even if I decide like, okay, I'm not going to try to cram in a cook at 3 o'clock, like I may not be able to cook dinner at 3, at least I know that if I cook dinner after soccer practice, which will be about 7, it won't be that much. It won't be like a meal that won't be able to get done until like 8 o'clock, 8:30. Even if I cook it at 7, I'll be able to get it done by about by about 7:30, 7:45. So that is the intention. I'm going to get off of here and finish this drive and just envision myself, visualize myself crushing this run. And I'm also going to pay attention to traffic, because the closer that we get down to downtown, which we're not going downtown, but the closer that we do get to going downtown, the more traffic is. Like right now, like I'm about to go. So I will see you guys on the flip side, and I'll let you guys know how the run goes and after I get it done. Peace. What is up, guys? I am done with my run day, fun day 3. Halfway point of this week's running cycle. Today was a 40-minute recovery run. I listened to my Nike Run Club app, Running Towards Your Goals. And I came to my favorite park, Jacob A. Lewis Park, and I ran the trail. And so as I'm getting out, I'm like, why not just run in the opposite direction of what you normally would run, right? I'm like, okay, cool, let's do it. I now realize that majority of the people that run this trail go in the same direction that I go in almost every time except for today, because running the opposite way is much more challenging. It's like I guess one way to go is clockwise, which is more downhill, more steep downhills and more downhills. Running counterclockwise is more long inclines and more hills, more inclines. I was like, wow, this way is way more challenging. And so on some of the first lap around the trail, I ran the entire thing. And then after that, I ran majority of it. And then when I came to a few hills, I decided to run those hills, recover, and do like a walk downhill. You'll see what I averaged out to. I averaged out at a pace of like 12:27, which for me, stopping and doing a recovery walk, like a moderate walk, and my recovery pace being at like 12:27, I'm good with that. You know, I was thinking I was going to be closer to like 13, 14, maybe even 17, but I just made sure that I was very mindful about my pace. I was very mindful that when I felt like I was becoming short of breath, I backed off. I just remember that when you run easy, it should feel like you're running slow. Everybody on the trail today was so delightful. Like I greeted and was greeted by so many different people on the trail, which is always an extra bonus. There was another lady running. We gave each other the thumbs up. So that was really awesome. I love those moments. Love those moments. I stopped off at the Rose Garden and got me some souvenir. Oh, it smells so beautiful. A sweet smelling offering, a sweet smelling aroma. Some would call it runner's high. I would call it being blessed and getting after it. But I'm gonna do a little bit of stretching before I hop in the car, just to stretch my muscles out. Gonna hydrate, going to fuel the body. I have some leftover chicken thighs that's just like calling my name. And gonna get the rest of this day done. I really hope that these videos are inspiring to you. I really hope that they're encouraging to you, because they do encourage me. And my hope for anybody that comes across this channel, especially if you're someone who has survived any type of abuse in your life, if you're someone who has strained relationships with your family, if you're someone who struggles with anxiety and depression, if you're someone that struggles with negative thought patterns, I'm here to tell you that anything is possible for you and nothing is impossible for you, especially with the added bonus with faith in God, because He puts His might behind your hopes and your prayers, and He hears you. And in this world that's so distracted with everything, social media, television, YouTube, Netflix, is so distracting. We have to be mindful to take a moment to notice God noticing us, because He is noticing you. Just notice Him. It's so simple, yet it's so complex. It's like when I talk to my daughters and they're like, so God's in the sky? It's like, yes, but He's all around. It's so amazing. So anyway, thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. If you've enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. If you're going to join the journey or have started your own journey, please share in the comments, as well as share this channel with anyone you think might be inspired by it. Thank you so much. I love you. Go get after whatever your get after is, if you can get after it, okay? I love you. God loves you so much more.